What's up YouTube, Shadow Corrupt here. I got another video for you guys today. It's another deck profile. We got DarkWorld today for you guys, so let's get started. So first off, of course, we have the 3 Graphas, main part of the deck. No need to explain here. Next we have 3 Snow, same idea, just searcher of the deck. 3 Brow. And next we have 2 tour guides. 2 tour guides are mainly for, here, let me explain it to you like this. You don't use tour guide in this deck to exceed. That's not how you play tour guides in DarkWorlds. How you play tour guide in DarkWorlds is that you summon tour guide, right? Then you special summon 1 Brow. Defense mode, attack mode, doesn't really matter. Special summon it, and then if you have, let's say, Graph on your graveyard, turn the Brow back to your hand, and then you have a Graph on the field. So, pretty self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain how that works. It's a really good combo you can do. Just explaining it for the people who don't know about it, but yeah, it's really useful in the deck. And also, Tour Guide's good because you can go Levier and get your Snow back or something, you know. It's just a generic play you can do with the deck, so complements the DarkWorld deck very nicely. If you don't have this in your DarkWorld deck, you might need to try and get it. I mean, Battle Pack comes out in a couple of weeks, so you might just want to pick up a couple, pick up a box. I don't know. Next, we have 1 Beige. I do not run Silver and I do not run Gold because those guys are very slow. They are dead draws when you have no discards, and this card's really good because you can either normal summon it, discard it, special summon it. It does the same thing as Silver and Gold, so essentially you could run 2 of these or 1. It doesn't really matter. It's all really preference. I like running 1. It's pretty good. Next we have 1 Malefic Stardust. Protects your gates, of course, from being destroyed, and it's also a 25 beater that you can get out on the field. 3 gates, of course, main part of the deck, helps you draw crazy. Next we have 3 Dark Dealings. Pretty much the same idea. Dark will draw 3 Drag Down, most broken card in the deck, if you ask me. Works well with Mind Crush, because it lets you see in your opponent's hand, and it's just broken in general. It's definitely one of the cards that's going to get hit by the ban list, if you ask me. 2 Upstart Goblins. This card's also okay in the deck. I mean, I just kind of took a note from Michael Balan while he was using it. It's okay, it helps you draw another card. 1 for 1, but it gives your opponents 1,000 life points, so I don't know. I'm okay with it. Card D, Wish Burial. This is pretty much discard your hand. This is if you have to discard the Grapha, you know. Next we have Staples, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. Pretty standard. Next we have the traps, which go with 3 Reckless Greeds, 3 Mind Crushes. Oh, sorry, 2 Mind Crushes. Works well with Deck Devi and Drag Down. So yeah, and when your opponent searches for a card, you can just instantly Mind Crush it, and they're like, oh no, why did I search for that? Anyways, here, Deck Devi works well, lets you see in your opponent's hand, goes well with Mind Crush, and goes well with Drag Down. Complements the deck very nicely. So we have Starlight Road, protect your traps, of course, and Skill Drain. Good against the meta decks. Only 1, because if you draw 2, I feel like it would clog your hand. Because 1 is good because this deck draws out very quickly. It draws your whole deck very quickly. So you only want to run really 1-ups in the deck just so you can kind of use them once type of thing. I mean, the deck doesn't really need multiple copies of other traps and spells because it's not really how it runs. 1 Torrential, 1 Compulse, and 1 Bottomless. And Assault. Pretty much the staple traps, I would call them, and kind of a little toolbox here to protect yourself from your opponent. I like doing 1-ups. Now we can move on to the extra deck / side deck. So we start off with rank 3s. We got Leviathan, Levier, Acid Golem, Arrow Shark, and Giga Brilliant, and they also have Tempo. Sorry. Yep. So these guys, you guys probably understand. Levier goes well with your banished cards from Gates, and Escolm's a beater. This is a beater. This card's good if you guys don't know what he does. Here, just take a look real quick. Sorry, my camera's not. There we go. So yeah, it just deals effect damage for all your banished monsters, and you will have banished monsters because of Gates, and if your opponent plays macro against you in the side. Next, you have Giga Brilliant. It's good to pump up all your monsters if you're trying to OTK. And then here you got Tempo. This card's really good. You guys don't already know what he does. There's right there. Blah blah blah. He takes an Exceed material from another Exceed material and gives him attack points. He's also a Fiend, so he gets a boost from Gates. So good stuff. Good stuff. So you have the rank 4s, which consist of Roach, Blade Armor Ninja, Maestroke, Utopia Ray, and Utopia. And yeah, these are the rank 4s I run. This is good against dragons. I don't really know why I run this. It's just in here. Maestroke is also good. He's a Fiend, gains attack from Gates, and just good in general with the deck. He works like a Tsukiyomi, and he I think I already explained how good he is in one of my other videos. Then we got, of course, Utopia Ray for that Utopia Ray play that wins you games that I never get. Stardust, Catastor, and Command. This is pretty self-explanatory, except for this. I just have this in here in case I can Monster Reborn a tuner and do something with it, you know. Okay. So yeah, oh, that's my token. Sorry. Get the side deck. So we got one Gorz, one Maxi, one Jolly Duo, one Electric Fire. Sorry, I didn't have all my sleeves because this pack I got yesterday only came with 50. And Pup Plant. These Gorz, pretty self-explanatory. Maxi for windups. Jolly Duel, protect yourself. These two are good hand traps. This is good against dragons. This is good against heroes. Morphing Jar. I side this in sometimes when my opponent doesn't really predict what I'm playing, you know, because then my game 1 they think I don't run Morphing Jar, so game 2 I side in Morphing Jar and I set it and they have no idea what the hell that is. So next we have 2 Prohibitions, good against most of the meta decks, you know, Prohibition, Rescue Rabbit, Prohibition Hornet, that type of stuff. Really versatile. Wins me lots of games actually. 3 MSTs. Good for the game 2 because you know they're going to be running, you know, macro, shadow mirror, all this stuff to stop you. So game 2 you really want to have your MSTs. And next we have 1 Deep Prison, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Dark Smog. Yeah, just a kind of standard trap lineup here. Protect yourself from your opponent's plays. This is for heroes and dragons. These two kind of protect yourself from that, and then this. It's good against windups, insectors, and you know all those other stuff that kind of have some graveyard sort of plays. You want to side in Dark Smog for that situation. Same thing with Solemn Warning. Pretty just standard. I put it in the side deck now just because priority's gone. I'd rather have it game 2 than game 1. So yeah, that's the deck for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be posting more videos soon. Gonna get that heretic deck. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Gonna get my heretic deck soon online. My new one. Still getting the cards for it, whatever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be posting more soon. Thanks. See you later, YouTube.